Okay, we should be live. How is everybody? Need to check the volume over here.
How are y'all doing today? I'm doing great because
Test. Here you go. Okay. Okay. We've got one of the Discord Griffin Gaming cult members here responding to my previous video. It's a pretty bad response, so that's why I'm covering it. Doesn't mention me in the comments, but everything about it is disingenuous from the off. So let's go to the actual thumbnail. Yeah, so here's this guy, and then every single freaking video he does is a reaction, apart from like one or two here, but like 95% of them is just this shit. Okay, so he's just a drama channel, and then he just posts these sad fucking pictures all the time, which is pretty sad that these channels even exist still, but there you go. So on the back of that, this is the video that he's cooked up about me. It says this game is a scam because it has crossplay with PS5. Well, that isn't what I said at all. I said it was a scam for Xbox players because they don't get the game if they bought it on disc. So that's completely once straight into the Griffin gaming mantra of make something up and then pretend that's what I said. Never said that. It's just a joke. So then the video title itself.
Morning, everybody.
Guy is furious over Gears of War coming to PS5 because of crossplay. No, that's wrong again. So again, I'm not upset that it has crossplay with PS5. The argument was crossplay with PC because of PC hackers. Okay, so that's two different arguments. I'm not happy with it coming to PS5 because it's an Xbox exclusive. Let's be real here. The same way I wouldn't be happy if a Nintendo exclusive was going to PS5, or I wouldn't be happy if a Sony exclusive was going to Xbox. I'm very much a person who believes in exclusives for each platform to give each console a reason to own them. Okay, that goes across the board. That doesn't mean I want PlayStation's games or I want Nintendo's games on Xbox either. That doesn't make sense. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think all platforms should have some exclusives. Yes, including PC. Remember when PC had exclusives? Age of Empires, Red Alert, things like this. Red Alert 2 back in the day. I think PC should have exclusives too. I think all platforms should have some exclusives, right? That's my stance. So it's not a fanboy stance of, oh, I'm upset this game went over there. No, I'm upset in general when that happens. But whatever. If Microsoft wants to kill Xbox, then there's nothing I can do to stop it. So let's get into the video. The thumbnail's disingenuous. The wording of the comments there is disingenuous before you even start. So before we've even started the video, he's lying. So I'm going to call him out right now. If you watch this live debate, you're lying. You're lying on the thumbnail and you're lying in the comments already. And you don't even name me, right? You don't even name my ass because you hide the fact that you're responding to me. Like, we're not going to find the video, bro. Like, man up. If you're going to respond to somebody, actually post my name. Yeah, it's Nintendo's fault. Exactly. It's Nintendo's fault. Of course it is. So we're gonna get into the video. I'm gonna try anyway. We have no way of making videos right now because I don't have Sony Vegas, so we can only do lives. So until we get Sony Vegas up and running, we're doing lives. Okay. So anybody that's like, where's the videos? It's like I can't make them right now. I just like built the PC. It's like mint. I'm doing other stuff with it. I haven't set up Sony Vegas yet. That's on the cards. That's like the next thing. One of the next things. I need to set up OBS as well. But anyway, we're getting off track. Let's get into the video.
How are y'all doing today? I'm doing great because today we have even more Gears of War PlayStation
If the volume sucks, by the way, tell me.
Salt to go over, because apparently, as you'll see in a minute, this guy is not very happy that people on PlayStation get to play Gears of War now, even though he contradicts himself later in the video. And
I don't know, because I've skipped to where you said I contradict myself later in the video, and I don't contradict myself, but we'll get there in the end. But I don't contradict anything I say because they're two separate points that are both two separate points that are facts.
explains why it's a good thing that it's going to PlayStation. I don't know.
Yes, there are positives of it going to PlayStation. Just like there are positives to having a fucking threesome. Then there's all the negatives of the STDs. There's always positives in things. Doesn't mean that I agree with it or I think it's a good idea, right? Like it's like getting two lesbians pregnant. It's like there's all negatives there. There's more negatives than positives. The positives is you get to have a threesome with two lesbians. The negative is they're going to have you for child support for the rest of your life. That's the fucking, like, I just don't get these guys. Like, you can't have a positive and a negative in the same situation, right? Of course you can. It's not a double negative. Not everything is negative or positive. There's positive and negative points to this. There's way more negative points, but there's some positives, which is why I left them till the end of the video so I could make those points at the end so everybody goes away happy that I said, hey, this is the good stuff. And everyone goes away happy. They don't go away negative. Oh.
Now, it kind of seems like this dude just made this video when he was really angry, which is not something
I did make the video when I was really angry. That's my best material. And you know what proves that? The fact that it's got like 4,000 views and counting. Okay? 4,111 views. Okay? That's pretty good for a small subscriber base, okay? So I'm doing great with that video. It may even hit 5,000. May not, but it might, because it got 100 views today. If it gets 100 views tomorrow, it depends how long it lasts. Okay, so it's a successful video. I got views, I got revenue off that because I'm actually getting some revenue here on YouTube at the minute. So what's the issue here? I made the video I wanted to make. I got most of my points out. There was a couple of things that I messed up on, but I wanted to get the video out before, like, when it was fresh in my mind. I didn't want to wait till the next day, and I had to go to work the next day, so I had to make it. It's like, do people, like, the problem is these guys don't have jobs, don't have lives, so they sit on the internet all day and think like, well, I took 35 hours to make my video. You have infinite time because you're a slob who lives at home most likely, right? This is your like YouTube career. This is how you make money with your 14K subs, making sad videos with troll faces. Okay, I actually have a real job that makes actual real decent money. So I have to prioritize that. So I have to go to sleep at night so I can go to work. Not make YouTube videos. A YouTube video is a hobby. So I made the video, then I went to bed. Now, if there's some mistakes in the video, holy shit. You know what I mean? Calm your tits, man. Calm your tits. What was that? What the hell was that? I didn't even think I had Facebook open here. I heard Facebook. What? I could have sworn I heard Facebook. I'm tripping out here. I don't know how. It's not open. I don't have it open. It's not there. It's definitely not there. Wow. That's another bizarre situation. Unless it was Discord, but Discord's open, but there's no message on there. Let me close Discord just in case. Right. Back to the video. Emperor John 3 Kill 3D is here. Loyal subscriber, knows what's up.
You should do. Trust me, you should not be posting anything on social media when you're just erratically angry about
It's a video about Gears of War, not about international terrorism. What's the worst that could happen? That I look like a bit of an idiot over a segment of a Gears of War video. Oh, how terrible. How terrible at life. Like, just get over it, man. It's just a video. And any mistakes I already corrected in comments or whatever. So now you're coming out with all this bullshit about, oh, you should never make a video when you're angry. That's literally my best material. Like, my Halo 5 videos are all like me pissed off. All my Halo Infinite videos pissed off. Those are like get the most views because people want to see somebody actually give a shit about something. But whatever. Don't make a video that's gonna people are actually gonna watch and be interested in watching. Why would you do that?
something. Now, credit where credit's due. One of the points he brought up in this video was actually valid. That being
Really? I made a valid point. Well, thank you. Thank you for acknowledging my valid point. Except every point I made in the video was valid. But what's this one point that's valid according to this guy? One of Fertanga's bum boys. One of Mischief's Muppets.
being that if you own a physical copy of Gears of War Ultimate Edition, you will not be getting the free upgrade.
Exactly. Hence why I was pissed off when I made the video. Because that's what pissed me off in the first place. Oh, but then you knew that, and you titled the video, "This guy is furious over Gears of War coming to PS5 because of crossplay." Not any of those points line up. I'm not happy with it going to PS5 because it's an Xbox exclusive. I'm not happy with crossplay because of PC hackers. They don't even go into each other. And you didn't word the title. You see, this is the shit. Discord's still alive. Like, fuck off. Why is Discord alive? Die, Discord. This new PC, man. I gotta turn notifications off later. Right. So you had a title for the video, which would have been Gears of War fan not happy he's not getting the game on Xbox when he owns the disc. That would have been a more relatable title to the video and would have been more accurate. But you came up with this bullshit to please some sad fucking losers. Let's be honest here. To try and spin it like this narrative. I never said this. None of this is my opinion in the video title. It doesn't go into my opinion. It's not what I said at all. Facts. What's this comment here? Gears of War. Yeah, what's the Gears of War movie, though? We don't know anything about it. In July, August, I plan to play all Doom games for my channel since I got back into it recently. I'm getting Dark Ages. I tried to watch Dark Ages on Twitch, and it gave me terrible motion sickness within like 5 to 10 seconds, I would say. Someone was just like running around and like shooting things, and I was like, "No!" And I had to sit down and drink some water and turn the screen off for like 10 minutes. No joke. The game nearly killed me. Right.
Gears of War Reloaded, which I agree. He calls it a scam in the video. I completely agree with him. That is a scam.
So that's a scam, but then you did the thumbnail of a scam of something else, not what I said. Why? Why be disingenuous? Why lie?
And Microsoft just couldn't make it any more obvious that they're just trying to get rid of physical media whenever they can. So yeah, I completely agree with him on that. It's complete BS. However, that's what he spends a lot.
Right. So you don't want Microsoft to get rid of physical media, but you're a PC gamer. How does that make sense? Make that make sense. You agree with Fertanga and shit. What? What are you talking? How does that make sense?
A lot of the video talking about. So I went through and I cut it down to the points where I disagree, and we're going to talk
So
about
what you've done is you've taken my video out of context and you're going to show a clip where I say something and then miss the end of the video off. So I'll say da-da-da-da-da, and then da-da-da-da-da, and you'll miss the and then da-da-da-da-da bit out where I clarify the point. So it'll be like, this game sucks, and then I'll elaborate why. And you'll just be like, this game sucks, end comments, and start talking shit. These fucking frauds are terrible, man. These awful videos they make, man. Like, what is the point? Why is everybody trying to call me when I'm like trying to make a video? This is why I need my Vegas back, man. Right. Next.
Those, because while it is rational to be upset that you're missing out on a free upgrade because you dare to buy the,
so that's rational. So I should be pissed off when I make the video then, but I can't be pissed off when I make the video. So I should have gone to sleep, go up the next day, gone to work, come back home, then made the video when it wasn't fresh in my mind with all the info and stuff. So I probably would have made even more mistakes. I wouldn't have been pissed off, so I wouldn't have any emotion in what I was saying. It would have been boring as balls. According to you, that would have been the right way to go about it.
physical version of the game, it is not rational to be upset that more people get to play a video game, especially.
You're not understanding, are you? It's not about more people playing it. Anybody can buy an Xbox. Anybody can buy a Nintendo. Anybody can buy a PlayStation. It's not about more people playing it. What's this argument of more people? Anybody can go out and buy Gears of War. It's not a new game. It's 19 years old. Buy a 360. Get a PC and emulate it. Get it on the PC itself. It's on the PC. Get Ultimate Edition. That's 10 years old. Get an Xbox One. None of these things are expensive. Get a clue, okay? Real fans, people, genuine people who want to play Gears of War would have already played it. The same way I wanted to play Uncharted, so I bought a PS4. That's how that works. Because it's an exclusive. I don't cry my eyes out because Mario is not on Xbox. And neither should you. Go buy a fucking Nintendo. Because it's a fucking Nintendo game. God, these people are so fucking dumb. It's just, how hard is it to understand that competition drives the business? There'd be no Uncharted without fucking Gears of War. Gears of War, very popular, over-the-shoulder, third-person shooter. What does Sony do? Makes a third-person shooter for fucking PS3, Uncharted, with platforming elements. Do you think they just magic that out of their ass? No, they copied Gears of War to an extent because that's what was popular at the time. But if Gears of War had been on Sony, maybe Uncharted wouldn't exist. Who knows?
One that you love so much. I would think you would be happy about that, but I guess some people.
Why would I be happy that an exclusive game is going to PS5? How does that help me in any way? As somebody who supports exclusive games on multiple platforms, because I own multiple platforms. So what now? Oh, you're an Xbox fanboy. Yeah, you're getting a Nintendo Switch at launch. So you're a Nintendo fanboy. Well, no, because you bought the Series X. You bought two of them. Shit. You can't be a Sony fanboy because you only have a PS4. Oh, but you have a PS4, so you're not against Sony. So what are you going to get me on? What are you trying to get me on? What am I, a Sega kid now? What are you going to come up with next? Oh, I'm a PC guy now because I just bought a fucking 5080 graphics card. So now I'm a PC guy. Like, what are you going to get me on now? What fucking label are you going to throw at me here? What logic is this? Exclusives are good for the industry, good for the business. Just because you've got a narrative, because you're a PC fanboy that has no exclusives, because the PC has no fucking exclusives anymore. What's your narrative? Oh, everybody can play the game. That's wonderful. Yeah, great. That's not going to do, the Xbox is not going to do well if it gets rid of its exclusives. Are you telling me the Nintendo Switch 2 would do well with no exclusives? This is just brain dead opinion that makes no sense. Like, get off your fucking like drugs, like for Tanga, man. Just get off the drugs. Get serious, because it's not making any sense. Exclusives drives the business. I remember when GameCube had a wrestling game, and then Xbox had a different wrestling game, and then PlayStation had a different wrestling game. You know what they do now? We all have the same fucking one on everything, and it's trash. Because if that one game sucks, then it sucks on everything. Whereas before you'd have 3, so at least 2 of them could be good, 1 of them could be good, or all 3 of them could be good, and you'd have 3 to play. But no, let's not do that shit. Let's just have one shit one. This is what I'm saying. Everything is like that now. It's fucking stupid. It's garbage, man. Exclusives, like the GameCube has like exclusive games that are third party and shit, and then first party, or like exclusive characters like Link and Soul Calibur 2 and stuff like this. Reasons to own a specific console for a specific thing that you specifically want. A reason to go out and buy a system. What's Xbox going to have next generation? Fuck all reason to go buy it. If you've got a decent PC or a PS5 or PS6 it'll be, why would you want an Xbox? It makes no sense from a console standpoint, and Microsoft knows that because they've basically given the fuck up and gone third party. So what's your point? This isn't good for the console as an Xbox console fan. Not a fanboy, just a fan of the brand, of the console that I own. It's not good. It wouldn't be good if it was a Sony thing anyway. I wouldn't support that either. Or a Nintendo thing. I like having different consoles with different games. Novel concept. Okay? We all had this growing up. We had the Saturn with games. We had the PS1 with games. We had the N64 with games. All different. It's not a difficult concept to understand. And then you guys, so I don't know, some of you are 15 years old. I don't know how old you are. Vertang is just on drugs. He's quite old. But, like, seriously, what are you talking about? Like, why is it a foreign concept and a foreign opinion to have that consoles should have exclusives? Why is that a foreign concept to you idiots? It's just retarded, man. Absolutely fucking retarded.
Aren't. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into this and find out why
You're not Keemstar.
Gears of War coming to PlayStation is such a terrible thing.
Right, I mean, so where's this in the video? That's like a good ways in. I know that's a good ways in. That must be like 5-10 minutes in. Let me have a look. All right, that is fucking hell. Right, so this is the thing with having the video clips. I can pretty much pinpoint the clips. Wow. This is a hell of a ways in. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to find it, but I can't. It might be that far fucking in. It ain't that. Mad. Absolutely mad. This is way into the video already. I recognize that. Uh-huh. Okay. I swear this is like halfway through the video, but as I can't find the exact clip. We'll run with it. Let's see what he says. First of all, why is this game coming to PlayStation? I thought it was 4 games, Phil. What happened to... Yeah, so that's me. I'm going to go at the CEO of Microsoft as was. So what's that got to do with anything? Oh, it's only 4 games. Well, that lasted all of a week. Okay. Oh, he's going to put the shitty music. Why do these fuckers do this? Get lives. Get lives. KlutzyKing552. Get a life. Why put music over it? What do you think I'm going to claim the video or something? You've got to put like shitty little music in the background. You think I'm one of these sad cunts that's going to come in and claim the fucking video because you used a tiny ass bit of my fucking audio and shit? Are you fucking for real? You're going to put like shitty ass music over it, like making my video look shit in the process. Thank you very much. What a fucking knob. Like, I want this shitty music over what I'm saying. You can't even hear what I'm saying because you hear shitty ass music. Fuck you, motherfucker. I agree with what Phil's saying. There's going to be some PlayStation games coming the other way and going to PC. And yeah, I agree with that too, because I'm seeing Marathon coming to Series X. Is that not a fucking Sony exclusive? Did Sony not buy fucking Bungie? Exclusivity is going. There's going to be some PlayStation games going to Switch and all this sort of stuff. I agree with him. It's going to happen because they're following Microsoft's fucking bullshit model, because Microsoft put all their shit on PC. Sony put all their shit on PC. It's inevitable, right?
I feel like I have to explain this a lot in my videos, especially when I'm
What are you explaining? What was the point I made? Respond to the point.
Xbox related topics. But when Phil said 4 games,
I was being sarcastic. That wasn't even the point. Hey? I was being sarcastic. Like, are human beings this dumb that they can't understand the tone of voice now? I said, oh, well, Phil, was it just 4 games? It was a sarcastic comment, and he's talking about it like he can't read sarcasm now. So now he's making a point against me. For what? That wasn't even a point I was making. That was a fucking sarcastic comment I made in the video that has fuck all to do with anything. Is this guy for real? Are we watching the same video? Does anyone got anything to say about this? Because this is fucking retarded, man. Like, that was a sarcastic comment. Did anybody else think I was, like, making a serious point there? Like, what is this guy on?
He meant at the time, because
it was a sarcastic comment. We'll get to the point.
Those 4 games that they were putting on PlayStation.
Get to the point. This isn't the point.
Were like the experiments. They were trying to gauge if there was a market on PlayStation that would buy their games. And
we know that. We knew that at the time, and we know that now because we're not idiots. That wasn't the point. It was a sarcastic comment directed at fucking Phil Spencer when he said it was only 4 games. Why is this a point? Why did you make this? You selected that out of the whole video. That's the first point you went to. It's not even a point. I didn't even make a point there. It wasn't a point that I made. Was that a point I was making? Did I elaborate on that at all? Like, what are you talking about? This is a completely brain dead. Exactly. But I didn't even challenge that. I made a sarcastic comment. Where's the video going, right? What's the point of this fucking tirade he's on now? I didn't fucking say shit about that. That wasn't even a point in my video. It's not even a core point of the video. And that's already like halfway through my video. The man's drunk, man.
And it turned out there very much was. Also, I don't understand what's BS about them putting their games on PC. Like, they wanted more money.
Because it's a... I already explained this. I already explained my stance on exclusives. I'm not going to keep explaining it. But because you're a PC guy, you don't understand it, right? Okay, we get it. You're an idiot. We get it. Yeah, that's a fair point, actually. Yeah. He's got to spin it out for 15 fucking minutes. But instead of watching the whole video and actually doing a quality video, he's got to throw shite together that means nothing. Like, what is the point? That's not even a point I made in the video, man. I didn't make a point there. So why run with that section of the video? Of all sections.
Money, there's a market on PC. They're going to put their games over there. And plus, the dude just admitted right here that
all right, yeah, okay. Yeah, Nintendo knows there's a market on PC. Nintendo knows there's a market on PlayStation and Xbox, but they have exclusives. So that's not the point, is it? Ain't the point. That's a reasonable point about E-Day, but we'll just have to wait and see because we literally don't know anything about it. They have got rid of so many people from that studio and changed them since Gears 5. It may turn out better than Gears 5, but we have to wait and see. It's really up in the air. Like we're not going to find out basically until we have some more information. But my fingers crossed here for not a free-to-play game. That would make me very happy. If it's a free-to-play game, it's doomed, just like Halo Infinite.
Because not only is Xbox putting their stuff on PC and PlayStation, PlayStation's putting their games on PC and some on Switch. And
yes, which is the point I already made here. I already said this was a reality in the clip that you played. So what are you arguing? You're arguing with yourself. I already said this in my video, what you're saying now, right? You do understand this, dumbass.
And hell, Marathon, you know, Sony's big next live service shooter.
Didn't we make this point in the video?
Or, you know, supposed to be big. That's coming out day and date on Xbox.
Yes, I made that point in the video. Thanks for reiterating the same point I already made. With literally no, like, further context of what I was saying.
And I know. Oh, well, that's just because they had a contract.
What are you talking about? I agree with you on this. This was in the video that you played the clip of. Go back and watch the video. Go back and watch the video. Watch what I said. I said this.
That said they had to do it anyway. But still, Sony's live service stuff is going day and date to PC. And, you know,
we know that, but what's that got to do with my video that you're supposedly responding to?
They actually make a good game, like with Helldivers, it's massively successful. So remember, he admitted himself right here that exclusivity is going away as time goes on.
Yeah, you're not listening to me, are you? With Sony, what Phil Spencer said is probably accurate because it is happening. Yes. That doesn't mean it's a good thing, and I agree with it. That's a different fucking stance, a different point altogether. Because it is happening, I can see it happening, that doesn't mean I agree with it. So again, that's a total foreign concept in your head that you can't acknowledge something is happening, but also have an opinion that it's a bad thing to do. Like, that makes no sense what you just said. What was the point you were trying to make? Let's go back. Let's just try again.
And, you know, when they actually make a good game, like with Helldivers, it's massively successful. So remember, he admitted himself right here that
admitted. I didn't admit shit. What was I admitting? I stated the fact. I didn't admit it. I stated a fact. There's not admitting something. I didn't have anything to admit. There was no admission because I didn't have anything to admit because I stated it as a fact, as you are doing now. Are you admitting to this now? No, you're just saying a fact. That's not admitting to something. Admitting something means like I was trying to hide it in the first place. No, I said exactly what you're saying. So that's not admitting to anything. You fucking like, do you not understand how English works, man? Like, you're making complete bogus comments about me. For what reason here?
Exclusivity is going away as time goes on.
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Fucking Goku. Marathon's going day and date. Facts. Moving on.
Xbox hasn't even had true exclusivity since what, like 2017, whenever they started doing day and date on PC. So
are you trying to like make the video I just made and then rehash it or something?
Yeah, with that in mind, let's continue.
What was the point there? You didn't argue a single thing I said. You literally agreed with everything I said. Word for word. Everything I said, you literally agreed with. You agreed with every point I made, and yet you're somehow having an argument with me. An argument about what? Everything I said, you agreed with. Every single point I made, you agreed with. The only thing you don't agree with is my opinion that it's a bad thing. But you didn't even get into that. You didn't even get into it. Well, that's not happening, is it? Marathon sucks, so that invalidates it as a Sony exclusive going to Xbox. No, it doesn't. It's a Sony exclusive going to Xbox. How much it sucks does it invalidate it as an exclusive, does it? So does Sea of Thieves. That sucks ass. It went to Sony. Does that mean that doesn't count? Just fucking don't make stupid comments, man. Like, seriously. But that still doesn't mean this is a good thing. For who? If PlayStation players wanted to play Gears of War, they would have played it by now. Because it's not that expensive to buy an Xbox. Just throwing it out there. So, what does this really accomplish? Putting a, 20.
All right, I'm just going to cut it right there. Because
you're going to cut my point off in mid, because my point was that it's an old-ass game and you can play it on multiple systems. But let's ignore that part of the video. Let's cut it off there. So, my point being is, if you actually gave a shit about a game that is 19 years old, you would have gone out and bought an Xbox by now because, it's 19 years fucking old. So what are you doing? That's like, oh, have you never played Metal Gear Solid 4? Well, it's only on PS3. Well, go buy a PS3 then. Because they're easy to fucking come by. They ain't fucking expensive. Go fucking buy one and buy the fucking game. What's the fucking issue here? No issue. Go buy one. Same principle with this. Okay, so what I'm saying is people who actually give a shit, real, genuine gamers, not frauds who wait for everything to come to their platform of choice, okay, would have gone out and buy this. That's the point. Correct me if I am wrong here.
He spends like the next minute trying to figure out when exactly the remaster of Gears of War came out.
Yeah, you know why? Because the fucking beta was in 2014 and the fucking game came out in 2015. So it's confusing for me. Because the original came out in 2006. So it's actually pretty hard.
Which, by the way, this is why you should be cutting down your videos. I understand doing the...
Cutting down your videos. You just made a whole fucking 4-minute point on nothing. Did you watch the video back? Did you watch your own fucking video back? Cut down the videos. What point did you just make for 4 fucking minutes? And now you're making a point about cutting the video down, which again has fuck all to do with anything I said. You've yet to counter a single point I have made. It is 4 minutes and 7 seconds. You have countered fuck all. Moron. Hello. Yes, my point makes sense. Of course it fucking does. It's a 19-year-old fucking game. If you gave a fucking flying rat's ass about Gears of War, why don't you go fucking buy an Xbox? Are these guys for real? I'm not saying it won't sell on PlayStation. It will sell. It's obvious it will sell. Fucking hell. I even said that in the video. I said people on Sony will buy it literally just to troll Xbox fans and say they have Gears of War. That's going to happen. Same thing happened with Sea of Thieves. That's not the point. The point isn't that it's not. I'm more about genuine gamers, real people who actually give a fuck about Gears of War would have already gone and played that shit. That's what I'm saying. I'm not Microsoft. I'm not telling them like, oh, well, we can make money over here and blah, blah. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you're an actual real gamer who actually genuinely wanted to play this fucking game in the last 19 years, you could have gone out and fucking bought an Xbox. I'm just saying it's not that expensive. But hey, apparently that's bogus because people can't afford an Xbox One. Not a 360, because then you can't play Gears 4 and 5. But you could actually get a 360 and play 4 Gears of War games. But if you want to play Ultimate Edition, you could get an Xbox One. And you could play all the Gears of War games. Also including number 5. But fuck that. Wait for him to come to Sony, which might take another 10 years to get fucking Gears 2 and 3 and Judgment and 4 and 5. Could have just bought a fucking Xbox and played them all, but whatever. Yeah. Getting a Series X is too much. Yeah. For some people. Not this guy. This guy's a PC gamer. This guy fucking puts thousands and thousands into fucking PC. All right? Upgrades and shit, right? Because he's a PC fanboy, right? Supposedly, right? He can emulate that shit, right? Whatever. Right.
A whole video in one take, that's one thing. I know Joe from Seattle does that. But if
he's making just like points about some guy, Joe from Seattle, or whatever the fuck he said, making videos in one take. How is this relevant to the video? Again, 4 minutes in, you've made no point at all. And it doesn't even match the title of the video, which is wrong to begin with. The thumbnail's wrong. The title of the video is wrong. What you've said so far has fuck all to do with the title of the video or what you are saying. Completely taking my shit completely out of context.
there's dead air or you're speculating, you need to cut that stuff out. Whatever.
This is dead air. You're doing it now, you fucking moron. This is dead air. This shit. Half your video is dead air of you talking about other people's dead air. You fucking idiots. The fuck are you doing with your life? Motherfucker.
That aside, this is a completely unfair statement to make, saying that if PlayStation players wanted to play Gears, they would have bought an Xbox by now.
Is it really?
You don't know that, dude. First of all,
yes, I do, because it's a fucking 19-year-old game.
Yes, Xbox is the cheapest platform.
Really? So it's not, it's the cheapest platform, is it? So you could buy a Series S and play these on Game Pass. Oh, that's another argument, right? I didn't even think of that. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, so it's real easy to get hold of these games. Real fucking easy. Game Pass and a freaking Series S. Wow. So expensive. Oh, so hard to get hold of. Yeah, a fucking PlayStation Pro for $700 is fine. Buying a graphics card for $1,300 is fucking fine. But an Xbox for fucking less than, what is it like what is it, like 300, 400 max for a fucking Series S? That's too expensive. Now you're paying too much then. Make it make sense, man. Try.
That doesn't mean people can afford it. And
yes,
second of all, even if they can afford it, that doesn't mean people want to buy a console.
Correct. That's what I said. Genuine gamers, real people with real interest would go and buy it. That had nothing to do with price. Them not wanting to buy it proves my point. The point being that if they genuinely wanted it, they would have already got it. If they don't want it, then they're not going to get it. That was my point. Thanks for proving my point once again.
Console just for one game. This is part of the
one game. Gears of War 1, 2, 3, Judgment, 4, 5, and Ultimate Edition. That's 6. That's just Gears of War. Not including Halo and all them fucking games. Want to go through those? Want me to keep going? So you tell me they've never been curious about Fable? Fable Anniversary? Lost Chapters? Fable 2? Fable 3? Forza? Forza Horizon? No? Never? Never interested? Never even had a sniff of an Xbox? Are you off your face? Here's a good point. Correct. Gears of War games are like £5 a pop, but you don't even need to do that because you can just get an Xbox One in Game Pass. You don't even have to think about this. But yeah, you can find 360s cheap as fuck or Xbox Ones. Again, This is not difficult. If you were genuinely interested in this, you would have already done this. This is a fact, right? I'm talking about real gamers, not fucking frauds who waits for it to come to PlayStation. Plenty of frauds around, man. We see them all the time. Oh, look at me. I downloaded the latest game. Good for you. Then you get 2 achievements in it, and that's it. Or 2 trophies, whatever. Well, then play the fucking game.
And why exclusivity is going away. And this is why Microsoft...
Exclusivity is going away because they're spending too much money making the games. So now they have to fucking try and make the money back somehow, anyway, by fucking putting them on different platforms. I didn't fucking make an argument against this. You're agreeing with me and making an argument as though I'm not saying that, which makes absolutely no sense. Because all you have to do is play what I say in the video, try and understand the context and what I've said, and then argue against that. But you come up with a fucking argument out of thin air that somebody else is saying, and then say, I've said this when I haven't said it. You just made it up. You just did it again there. What was that? What kind of buffoonery is this? What are you talking about?
Is committing to full third party because, as evidenced by their other games that have gone to PlayStation, like Sea of Thieves, Forza, Indiana Jones, etc., those games have topped the charts every time. So there is very clearly a market of people on PlayStation who are...
I never said there wasn't. I said genuine people, as in real gamers, would have gone out and bought an Xbox. That's what I said. I never said fuck all about how much it would sell on PlayStation. Go back through the video and show me where I said it wouldn't sell for shit on PlayStation. I actually said it would sell because I said Sony trolls would buy it. You know what happens when Sony trolls buy it? Fucking sales, bro. Go back and watch the video. Try harder, man.
Buying these games. If what you were saying was true and anybody who wanted to play the games would have bought an Xbox already.
Genuine people, not frauds, real gamers. I'm talking about people that actually give a shit, like me. People who go out and buy PS4 to play fucking Uncharted. Not fanboys of certain systems. I'm talking about real gamers, genuine gamers. Yes, they would have gone to buy a fucking Xbox by now. Because as we've just discussed in the chat and gone through and gone over, it's not expensive.
Sales on PlayStation would not be so high. Not everybody, in fact, you could probably argue most people are not going to spend $500 on a platform.
$500 for a 19-year-old game. What planet are you on? Why do you need to spend $500 to play Gears of War? Yeah, that's a fair point. It won't sell. It shouldn't sell a lot. No, because it will be on Game Pass and all that shit. And it offer people are getting it for free and all that. It makes no sense. The whole fucking marketing, that's a whole other argument, man. Oh.
Plastic box or 300, whatever, just to play one game.
It's not one game. That's retarded. Do you only play PlayStation for one game? Did you get your PC? Did you build that for one game? Did you get the Nintendo Switch, Wii U, any of that for one fucking game? What are you talking about? The point is, the game is 19 years old. Are you telling me that Sony, one breath you're saying, well, Sony fans buy all Xbox's games. Okay, well, if they buy all Xbox's games, why don't they just buy a fucking Xbox? I mean, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Okay, so they want Sea of Thieves. They want Gears of War. Well, then buy an Xbox. No? Make no sense. You're making no sense.
I hate this mindset that so many people have.
What mindset? This isn't a mindset. What are you talking about? What mindset? It's a fact, motherfucker. It's a 19-year-old game. What do you mean? What have you been sitting around for 19 fucking years to play one of the best games ever made? The same sad cunts have not played Halo 1, 2, and 3. Over there on fucking Sony, playing their precious fucking Killzone. Like, what the fuck is that shit? I've played Killzone and I've played Halo. I've played both. Because I'm a real gamer. I can play both. This is old games. They're not. You don't need to break the bank to get a PS3. You don't need to break the bank to get a PS4. Okay? They're not expensive at all. Okay? Last gen shit is not hard to come by. So what you're talking about, make it make sense. We're not talking about buying current hardware at 500. We're not talking about that. We don't, because it's a 19-year-old game. So that's inbred mentality right there. What kind of nonsense is that? There's all exactly. And then there's better versions of certain games too. Like the version that runs on the freaking Xbox One might run better than the fucking PlayStation version and vice fucking versa. Even if they're multi-platform, some of them run better on both. And it's different ones. So even that goes into it.
Oh, well, if you wanted to play this game, you would have bought this plastic box. Like, no.
Oh, yes, you would have done. If you want to play fucking Mario Odyssey, you're going to buy a Switch, right? That's the whole point of exclusives. Hate to break it to you. That's why you have exclusives. Exclusive games. So he's like, yeah, I need to buy that system. I need to buy the Switch 2 to play Mario Kart. I need to buy the Switch 2 to play Donkey Kong because I can't play it fucking anywhere else. That's the point. That's the whole point of exclusive games. Shock horror. That's why Sony has fucking Spider-Man. Why is Spider-Man not on the Xbox and the Switch? Motherfucker. What the fuck is this guy on? Yeah, exactly. That's the whole fucking point of exclusives. You got that fucking Bloodborne fucking sequel, whatever it's supposed to be, where you can play co-op and shit. All the fucking fanboys are raging over that because it should be on fucking PlayStation. Oh, and they're going to wait for it, are they? They're going to wait for it. Just like the PC fanboys are waiting for Bloodborne. Now PlayStation 5 and PC fanboys are going to wait for this Switch game. Why don't you just buy a Switch if you really give that much of a fuck about the fucking game? This is what I'm saying, yeah. Clearly on Netflix. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. This is the fucking mentality, man. Just put everything on everything. Yeah, then there'll be no fucking chance of anybody actually having any competition. And everybody loses.
Don't know that. That is why exclusivity is dying. Like,
exclusivity is dying because they're overblowing the budget of the games and they can't afford to make them exclusive anymore. As I already said.
I will never, no matter what game any console puts out, I will never buy a console just to play that game. I will wait for it.
That's your opinion as a PC fake elite non-gamer. It's probably not even your gameplay we're watching. You probably got it from one of your fucking subscribers. Like, what are you talking about, man? Well, I'll never do. Who gives a fuck what you're going to do? In real terms, what's that got to do with you arguing against the point that I'm making? Because I never even made this point in the first instance, right?
To come to PC, or I just won't play it at all. If the
good for you. What does that have to do with people who actually gave a shit going out and buying Gears of War? Because my point stands.
Company wants my money, they have to come to me, which is
okay. Yeah, that's your sad life, not us, because we can go out and buy the games we want to actually play instead of sitting on PC with a thumb up our ass watching fucking weeaboo porn, fucking hentai shit, and foot fetish shit like fucking I'm also Alex. What's his fucking name? Alex the PC guy. Foot fetish games, or whatever the fuck his name is. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is that? Oh, I'm not going to go buy a console. What a load of bollocks, man. That just proves my point. You're not a real fucking gamer. Like I just fucking said previously, genuine people, people who actually give a fuck would have gone out and bought this by now. Not fake, fraud, fanboy mentality, weirdos. PC fucking fanboys, PlayStation fanboys. That's the people we're talking about. The people that are locked into one fucking system or device and will never fucking move off of it, even to play 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 fucking games that are not on there. If I'd fucking had that mentality, I wouldn't have played Detroit Become Human. I wouldn't have played fucking Uncharted. I wouldn't have played fuck all on PlayStation, right? If I had that mentality for Xbox, I wouldn't be on the PC making fucking playing games on there, would I? You know what I mean? If I wanted to. It doesn't make any sense. So it's arguing that brand loyalty is bad by saying that I'm an Xbox fanboy somehow, according to the thumbnail. So brand loyalty is bad. I have the opinion that all consoles should have exclusives because that's the whole fucking point, right? I can't have that opinion. Well, then he's going to say that he's going to be loyal to PC and be a PC fanboy, even though they have absolutely no exclusive games now. For what reason? That's just blind loyalty. Okay. So you're a PC fanboy for the sake of being a PC fanboy. Because apparently the games have to come to you, right? And that's my whole point. You're not a real gamer. You're a fraud. Like all these other frauds.
Is exactly what Microsoft is doing by putting Gears and all these other games on PlayStation. They're going to where the market is. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, but you're not there. You're on PC. So it was like 9 years. Yeah, it was 9 years from the original release. Yeah, the original release to Ultimate Edition, correct. When it came out. Oh, this music, man. I'm just like, so you're telling me that why has he got to play this music? This music's got more chance of being copyrighted, by the way. It's like Sega music. It's either Monkey Ball or fucking Sonic. All this time, it's been over 20. It's been like 20. Was it Mario Kart? Man, if it's Nintendo, it's getting taken down, man. And you're telling me Sony fans are now just suddenly going to play it because it's on Sony? They've had all these years to buy a freaking Xbox. This is the same point. He's pulled out the same point. How can he make the same point twice? It ain't happening. They don't give a shit about Gears of War. If it is Mario Kart. I thought it was fucking Mario Kart, but I was like, is it Mario Kart or is it out of Sega All Stars Racing? I was like, it's one of the two. And I'm like, hang on a minute. Is this Sega music or fucking... So Nintendo, the biggest copyright company in the world, he puts Nintendo music in his videos. What a fucking moron. They did. They would have already played it. Or they would have played it on PC. Because it's on PC as well. Correct. So they got more ways to play it. And who doesn't own a PC? Who doesn't own a PC? This guy does. I do. Everybody watching this fucking video probably does. Facts.
Okay, well, first of all, not everybody owns a gaming PC, and yes,
you don't need to own a gaming PC. The game came out in 2014, and the previous one came out in 2006. You don't need a gaming PC to play fucking Gears of War Ultimate Edition or fucking Gears of War 1. You don't need that because it's an old-ass game. My old PC I just got rid of that I built in 2014 can run that game. You don't need a super PC. You can get a PC that's fucking cheaper than what the Xbox and the PlayStation are now to run that game. Facts. So what are you talking about? So it wouldn't even need to be a gaming PC. It only has to be a PC that can run that game. That's it.
I know it's an old game.
Oh, you know it's an old game. Right, yeah. Therefore, yeah, you can run it on old-ass PCs.
But you still need at least a basic level GPU to run the game. And not gonna lie,
oh, expensive those basic level GPUs. Let me go and get my fucking box. I want to tell you my GPU speed. Right, wait there. Okay, my old GPU was a GTX 760, and that shit could run the game. How much is a GTX 760 now? £25. £25, boys. Right? Work it out. So you have to fit a graphics card. Yeah, a graphics card that's 25 quid in 2025. But unbelievable, man. The arguments these guys come out with are absolutely insane.
I don't think most people can run even an old game like Gears of War on their work computers or laptops or whatever. But you know what? Okay, let's just say for a second.
What are you talking about? Weird computers or laptops? The game is fucking old as balls. Even if you wanted to argue that point, you do realize you can just get the Gears of War emulated through the 360 as well. You can get the 360 emulator on those PCs and run that shit. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It would. Old Gears would run on anything. It's that old. It's 2006. Oh my God. 19 years, motherfucker. They've had to fucking play this game. Frauds, man.
Second, you're right. That anybody who really, really wanted to play
That's what I'm saying. People who actually genuinely give a shit. Well, yeah, thanks for getting back. So he's on the same point. 6 minutes in, he's made one argument and lost.
Did go out and buy an Xbox to play it. Let's assume that's correct.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean there aren't more sales to be had on PlayStation.
Yeah, I never said that though. So now you're arguing with yourself because I never said that. At no point. In fact, I agree with that because I said Sony trolls will buy it if you watch the original video. So go back and watch the original video and see that I said that, right? Mm-hmm.
Because what if maybe somebody wasn't super interested in Gears, but then they see that it's coming over and they're like, oh, you know what? I was never super interested because it was on Xbox only and I could never play it, so I just didn't bother caring. But now that it's coming over to my system, maybe I'll try it. This isn't just about...
This is a non-argument because I never argued this.
Getting the people who were only on PlayStation but really wanted to play the game. They might end
I don't care about gaming frauds. I care about genuine gamers. I don't care about people like you, people that don't give a rat's ass about genuine games or genuine consoles or anything like that. I don't care. Okay, I don't care about the frauds. Microsoft might care about the frauds. They might want to sell to the frauds. That's their business. That's their money. It's not my money. Why do I care if Microsoft makes more money by selling to frauds on PlayStation? Why is that my prerogative? It's not my prerogative. My prerogative is the console that I enjoy playing, the Xbox that is going to be ruined. Is it not? The same way if Nintendo did the same fucking thing, Nintendo would be ruined. If Sony did the same thing, they'd be ruined. Because there's no fucking point in owning one if there's no exclusive games. That's across the board. It's not rocket science here.
Attracting new customers and new Gears fans.
Yeah, I'm not arguing against that.
Also, you asked, oh, well, are people really going to play it now just because it's on PlayStation?
I'm not arguing. I never said this.
Yes, I'm not even kidding when I say...
I didn't say this. I never argued this.
Yes, Sea of Thieves has been out for
I never argued this.
7 years. It just came to PlayStation. It was one of the top selling games. And I would not be surprised if when the Gears Reloaded pre-orders go up, it tops the charts on PlayStation. And if not...
What's that going to mean? What if Gears of War outsells fucking Spider-Man? What does that mean? Does that mean Sony people are retarded? Is that what that's going to prove? Is that going to prove that people on PlayStation are retarded because they stay loyal to a brand to play games that they don't like when they could have bought an Xbox for 19 years and played this fucking game? But the pre-orders are going to apparently be like super high for this game. That's just going to make PlayStation players look retarded because they've had 19 fucking years to play this.
not, I wouldn't be surprised if it tops the charts after it comes out.
I don't care. Like, I didn't make this argument, never argued this would not be a thing.
I know a lot of people tend to not pre-order.
So it makes no... That, really? See? Yeah, 25 quid. I looked it up just now, 25 quid. Work it fucking out. But apparently, no, you couldn't possibly build a PC to play Gears. I know it's an old game, but you can't do that. £25 for a graphics card we're talking about. Costs more for a fucking hard drive for the PlayStation just to plug in and save games on it. I mean, no sense, right? Absolutely no sense to do this. But whatever, they're doing it. And that means you're going to have all the bullshit crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation to fuck things up even more. So the multiplayer might be a big fucking flop. Yeah, so that's based on the fact that you got two different console architectures that may not communicate as well as one console architecture, right? For start, yeah. That may be an issue. It may not be an issue until you play the fucking game and until if they don't optimize it, right? That's a potential. Because it's going to have all this cross-play bullshit. It's cross-play with PC, so you can have all the fucking hackers in the game. Yeah, which is a genuine point. Is he going to argue that, or is he going to talk about PlayStation and ignore the fact that my main gripe with cross-play is PC? And I proved there was hackers because I cited an example, which he's not going to show. So it ain't going to be the real Gears experience, which is... That's what I'm saying. It's not going to be as good as the previous ones. This was my whole point. The previous two versions are still going to be better than this version. This version might be good, but it's not going to be as good as the other two. That's my opinion. You know, a general, decent lobby of people who are not hacking the fucking game. That's what I'm saying. Because PC is full of hackers. And I proved that in the video with a factual video showing you that. So this is going to have population at release. I'm going to play it because I'm a massive Gears fan. It is what it is. Okay. But this ain't going to be what Ultimate Edition was in 2014 when that came out. It's not going to be as good as that because that was raw Xbox. It's just Xbox, people. There's no bullshit PlayStation gamers. There's no bullshit PC gamers in there. And people are going to be like, well, crossplay is a good thing. I'm telling you now, for Gears of War, it's been the worst thing for Gears of War. Okay?
All right, so I guess this guy...
And I proved that.
Doesn't like people who play on PC or PlayStation, apparently.
Yeah, hackers and people with different architectures of the console, correct. It's not personal. It's just a fact. Like, the best games are exclusive games. Halo 2 is an exclusive game. That's an amazing multiplayer game. Halo 3, Halo Reach, Gears of War. All these are exclusive games. The ones that went to PC, the ones that they cross-played with, they've all been shit. Gears 4, Gears 5, Halo Infinite. All these games have suffered massively for going to PC. Already. Now you're throwing the PlayStation fucking argument in there, and you're throwing that in there. It's like, that's a console with different architecture. It's the same way you got problems with Halo Infinite because it's running on so many consoles. It's running on the Xbox One. It's running on the fucking Series S and the Series X. And it has all kinds of fucking connectivity issues, right? But let's ignore that. I'm talking about Ultimate Edition. How it was a game that was on the Xbox One and there was no bullshit. There was no multi-console. There was a version for PC, but it didn't cross-play, right? So there's no cross-play bullshit in the last game. Hence why I said it's better. Because in my opinion, cross-play sucks. But apparently, you can't have an opinion that cross-play sucks because PC gamers get real upset like this guy because they know for a fact that cross-play does in fact suck. But then they have to damage control for the PC because that's all they've got. Like he just said, he's not going to buy any fucking other systems.
Apparently we are BS to him. And of course, it's the classic argument that guys on console make. Oh, well, PC gamers are just a bunch of hackers.
Yeah, I proved that in the video. I proved it. I literally proved it. I showed video proof of it. Are you going to show that clip? No, you're not. Of course not. Right. So I'm going to have to go to the other video. Bear with me. Hold on. Hold on. Take that one off. All right, I thought I'd found where that bit was from earlier, but I haven't. Right, here's the PC bit. Hold on. Let me get it right first, and then I'll show you. All right. So where was he on his video? There. There. So there. Right. That's it. So if I share screen, present, I have to turn that screen off. Present, share screen, that one. There's my video. Okay. Here's what I said. Years of War. Okay. Look up the JSON files. I'll put a link. Literally where he left off on the other video. If you were looking, this is right where it was. You saw me walking around here with the torque bow, killing these guys. This is what when that came out. It's not going to be as what I was talking about, right? This is the exact part. All right. So he's taken this completely out of context once again and thrown away the evidence, the objective proof that I showed that everybody's hacking on PC, right? That's disingenuous. Argue me, you motherfucker. Debate me live. I will shred your ash all to shreds, man. I will destroy you because you're deliberately missing out key parts of the video. That's what you're doing. You're missing out the whole evidence that I put in there to show here's all the hackers on PC. I proved there was hackers on PC. I proved that everybody is hacking Gears on PC, and you completely ignored the evidence. That's completely disingenuous. You know why you did that? Because you're a PC fanboy and you can't accept facts. What is that? Because that was raw Xbox. It's just Xbox, people. There's no bullshit PlayStation gamers. There's no bullshit PC gamers in there. And people are going to be like, well, crossplay is a good thing. I'm telling you now, for Gears of War, it has been the worst thing for Gears of War. Okay? Look up the JSON. This is what he cut out. He literally cut it out there. He literally cut it out right when I said the proof. PC got up to here, and people are going to be like, well, crossplay is a good thing. I'm telling you now. Got up to here. He got up to here, and he waited till there. And I was saying crossplay is a bad thing, and he cut it. And he cut it right there. And then you look, and this is what it says. 4 Gears of War. Okay? Look up the JSON files. Look up the JSON files. I told you exactly what it was, what I was saying. Now all the hackers. Right? I explained it to you. Link in the video. Domes did a video recently. Domes did a video. Where was that? Where was the evidence? He's cut out all the fucking context. Everybody on PC is hacking Gears of War 5. Everybody on PC is hacking Gears of War 5. And then I'm going to show you proof. I'm going to show you a video players clip. And whatever looked into that shit. Okay. So I'll post a link in the description for that. I'll post you a link in the description of my video so you can go and check out the full video and see for yourself. The whole fucking 20-minute video was showing you everything, explaining everything, how people are hacking on PC, how there's a whole fucking thing about it. Go into depth, learn, understand it, educate yourself. No, let's not do that. Let's completely miss out the evidence part, the evidence of my fucking thing that I said. Let's miss out the evidence. Fuck you, motherfucker. Suck my fucking balls. Kiss my fucking posterior. You retard. You don't believe me.
It's not just one person with the JSON files. It's multiple people. And look what Discord they're in, chat. How many players in V-Slack got them? How many players now from the Elos Discord got them too?
So it's well known that everybody on PC is hacking Gears. So it's well known. And it's there. It's fucking there. So go watch the video. But no, let's cut that bit out. Because that's not good for my fucking video, right? Insane, bro. Right. Let's get back to the video now that we've exposed this fucking fraud once again. Remove, present, stop screen, present, share screen, share screen, share screen, share. Or Xbox. It's just Xbox, people. There's no bullshit PlayStation gamers. There's no bullshit PC gamers in there. And people are going to be like, well, crossplay is a good thing. I'm telling you now, for Gears of War, it's been the worst thing for Gears of War. Okay?
All right, so
Jason Files, motherfucker, where is it? I'll wait. I'm waiting. Live debate anytime, motherfucker. Live motherfucking debate. I'll expose your ass. I'll expose your ass.
oh, I guess this guy just doesn't like people who play on PC or play.
No, I exposed the hackers. I showed you evidence, and you just completely missed that part of the video deliberately.
Station. Apparently, we are BS to him. And of course, it's
Yeah.
the classic argument that guys on console make. Oh, well, PC gamers are just a bunch of hackers.
Yeah, they are. I proved it. I proved it in the video that exposed it. The whole thing, the whole pro scene and the whole Gears Elos Discord have access to these hacks and use them on PC. That's what I just showed you the video of. But instead of doing that from a legitimate source from Domes, who's a legitimate pro for Gears, but let's not fucking listen to him. The legitimate person who actually plays fucking Gears. Let's listen to this fucking retard who doesn't even play Gears of War, who makes fucking shit fucking videos online, right? Was this guy knows everything. Where's his fucking gamer tag? I showed you motherfucking credentials out of the fucking gate on my video. Here's my credentials. I played all these fucking games. Where's your credentials? Oh, but apparently you don't play games on other platforms. Hence, you don't play fucking Gears of War, do you? Unless you played it on PC. And you probably haven't even done that.
Let me tell you right now, as somebody who has played on PC for the last 5 years.
Oh, well, that's it then. So your evidence shows because you've played on PC for 5 years. So you've got absolutely no reason to lie to us. You got no reason to say PC is amazing and that PC is the best and that PC has no hackers because you're not biased in any way, shape, or form. Are you, motherfucker? Yes, you are, because you're a PC fanboy fucking loser. So, of course, you're going to say, I don't see any fucking hackers. I don't see any hackers. What a fucking knobhead. Seriously.
Only on PC, I have only run into like 2 hackers total.
Really? You've only run into 2? Well, probably because you only played 2 fucking games, you fucking fraud.
By the way, I forgot to say, I do play a lot of multiplayer games. And any hackers I ran into...
Ah, correct. Well spotted, Crunch. Well spotted, Crunch. Said absolutely fuck all about Gears of War 5, which was the actual point I made. Gears of War 5 being full of hackers. Not other games, but Gears of War fucking 5. Correct. Thank you.
Were either in a free-to-play game that has a questionable anti-cheat, or...
Yeah, Gears of War 5 is not a free-to-play game.
Or in a very old game. That
Gears of War 5 came out in 2019. And it had hackers then, but it's worse now, yeah.
Devs have just stopped giving a damn about. Specifically, I'm talking about...
Yeah, Gears devs never gave a damn. They didn't give a damn with Gears 4. They didn't give a damn with Gears 5. And they aren't going to give a damn with this game. So that means after 6 to 12 months, it's going to be full of fucking what? Hackers, motherfucker. Do you know why? Because they don't give a fuck over at Microsoft and the coalition. That was my point. That's the whole point of what I said. But you cut all that part out of the video. You didn't even talk about that part to make a disingenuous video here.
Warzone and Titanfall 2. Warzone, obviously.
Who gives a fuck about Warzone and Titanfall 2? This is a Gears of War fucking video. Talk about Gears of War. Gears 4, Gears 5, Gears Ultimate. They're on the PC. Have they got hackers or not?
being the free game and Titanfall being the old game. But across my hundreds of hours of playtime in Warzone, I've encountered like one hacker. It is
That's bullshit for the first instance, right? That's fucking horse shit, right?
really not.
Call of Duty had to ban like 60,000 people for hacking or some shit. Something retarded. Didn't he? Let me look that up. Call of Duty. Call of Duty Warzone number of bans. Activision has banned 200. This is from the first search. This is just the AI finding shit, right? So it needs more depth to it. But here's what it says. I'll post it in the chat. All right. It says, and I quote, Activision has banned over 228,000 Call of Duty accounts since the release of Black Ops 6. Okay? I've only seen two. 228,000 accounts were banned. You've seen two. Cheaters online, two. That's how you know you're full of shit, because we can prove you with the fucking numbers. We can literally prove you wrong with the fucking numbers. Stop lying.
As big of an issue as people think it is. Not to mention, can't you cheat on console as well?
Yeah, it's much harder to do, though. Hence the reason it being crossplay sucks.
Cheating controllers that give you like zero recoil and stuff like that. I'm not going to delve
No,
too
because they fucking... So what's worse then? A fucking controller that has zero recoil or whatever the fuck he's trying to claim, or macros on the PC that allow you to wall bounce by pressing one button, or having fucking laser aim, fucking aimbot, or having fucking more health than other people and all that shit, which is really hard to detect. What's worse? There's more hacking on PC. That's a fact, especially on Gears of War. But console, well, you can have a controller that does something. Yeah, exactly.
deep into that because honestly, I don't fully know.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know jack shit about it. Well, thank you. Well, maybe you should have watched the portion of the video that explained the whole fucking situation to you about the JSON files. Dome's video. Why don't you go watch that video? And then why don't you talk about that in this video instead of just missing it out deliberately so you can promote the PC because you're a PC fanboy? How about that?
It's definitely possible to cheat on console. Now, do I think
it's also possible to cheat on PC? Very possible and highly more likely and more likely than on console. Hence why crossplay sucks. Facts.
Should have the option to turn off crossplay.
But you don't have the option to turn off crossplay in Gears of War games because they removed that fucking option in the last 2 fucking games. So people that played the games know that. So why don't you? Because you didn't play them. Because you're not a Gears of War fan. So why are you making a video about Gears of War in the first place?
In Gears Reloaded, yes, the option should be there, but
it isn't going to be because they did the same fucking shit with the last 2 fucking games.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't really see it being a massive issue.
I do, because it was a massive issue with Gears 4 and it was a massive issue with Gears 5. And it would have been an issue with Ultimate Edition, but guess what? It wasn't fucking crossplay. Hence, it wasn't an issue.
And I don't see how crossplay between Xbox and PlayStation, or just crossplay in general, would F things up, as this guy said. Crossplay means...
Because you still have to play... If crossplay is on for PlayStation, let's say my friend buys it on PlayStation and I turn crossplay on, guess what? Now I have inviting PC hackers into the game anyway, because crossplay is on. I can't... It's not going to be like, oh, well, I don't want to play PC, but I do want to play with PlayStation. It's going to be crossplay on or off if there was an option. That's if there is one. So if a load of people now, oh, well, I've got an Xbox, but I've also got a PlayStation 5. So when I heard that the game was going to PlayStation 5, I got the PlayStation 5 version because I have the PlayStation 5 Pro, so it's going to look slightly better. So I went out and bought that version. So then a load of people are jumping ship off Xbox onto PS5 to get the PS5 version, the people who are multiple consoles. Then you have lobbies set out with multiple fucking cross-play bullshit, and then all the PC fucking goofballs with hacks are going to jump in the game. Whereas if it was all Xbox, this wouldn't even be an argument, wouldn't even be a discussion. It just makes everything more complicated and less fun. Hence why I said the previous two are better, because you don't have to deal with bullshit like this.
Or players, which means prolonged life period of the game.
It doesn't prolong the life. Did Halo Infinite have a longer life because it was on PC? No. It had a shorter life than Halo 5. Which had a shorter life than Halo 4. That had a shorter life than Halo Reach. So what are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. What you're saying makes no sense. Just because it's on multiple platforms doesn't lengthen the life. That just means more people are there at release potentially. That doesn't mean they stay, because if the game's full of fucking hackers and it's fucking trash and it's not optimized and it doesn't work very well on fucking playing against different consoles and the fucking servers aren't right, whatever. If the game just sucks, right? They don't do it right. They don't make it like Ultimate Edition, where you have a European server and a fucking US server, and then you don't play together because then it creates a bunch of fucking lag and bullshit, right? If you don't have all them separate servers, and if you don't put a custom game like browser in like they have in Gears 5, because they didn't in Ultimate Edition, ultimately that's what led to its death, because you couldn't find fucking games and there was no custom game maker like there was in the original Gears. So it's not going to matter how many fucking people start with the game. It's how many people stay with the game. And that's not going to be more because it's on more places to start with, you fucking idiots. That doesn't make any difference.
I mean, this guy says at some point in the video that Gears of War is like his favorite game. At least
yeah, because I actually know about it. Like, I know that you can't turn crossplay off in 4 and 5. I know these things without even having to look them up, because I was there. And I know because I play them. And if you look at the beginning of the video, I've got all the fucking achievements and shit. So I know about them. You don't know jack shit about Gears of War. Yet here you are making a Gears of War video against somebody that does know about Gears of War.
In terms of multiplayer. So wouldn't you want the lifespan of the game?
It doesn't increase the lifespan. I'm not going to go over it again. You're a moron.
Be prolonged by having more players.
It doesn't.
Also, just remember this. He's saying that crossplay has been a terrible thing for Gears of War.
Yes, it has. Correct. In that context, hackers, issues, all that. Yeah, correct. Now he's going to come up and say, well, but you said you can play with your subscribers on PlayStation 5. Yes. Yes, I can. That is the pro of crossplay. There is a pro of crossplay. Like we said at the beginning of the video, it's not all negative. You can find pro arguments for certain things, but that doesn't outweigh all the shit. The shit overtakes all that because it's worse.
Keep that in mind for later in the video.
Oh, I've covered it already. You're 10 minutes in. Just get to the point.
Trust me, it will be relevant.
No, it won't be relevant because it's not a gotcha. You're a moron. It doesn't matter how many fucking subscribers I can play with on PS5 and fucking PC. If this game's full of fucking hackers, we can't play the game anyway. So what do you mean? Obviously, that's a plus. Being able to play with people on other platforms, that's a plus. What's the negative? Hackers. Shitloads of hackers. Hundreds of thousands of fucking hackers. We just pulled up on Call of Duty. Hundreds of them. Every fucking game. Hacks. Garbage. But no. That's not a negative because you can play with other people on PlayStation. So all that shit I said about hackers now doesn't matter because that's not going to happen because you can play with people on PlayStation. Well, that doesn't work that way. You can have this and that at the same time. It makes no sense what you're saying.
A little bit.
look up the JSON files. I'll put a link in the video. Domes did a video recently. Oh, it actually gets to this. So he did all that point and then went back to this. Everybody on PC is hacking. He went through all that and then went to the evidence after. Amazing. 4-5, even pro players and whatever. Correct. Looked into that shit. Okay, so I'll post a link in the description for that if you don't believe me.
Well, I'm not going to look up the JSON files because honestly, that sounds like a rabbit hole that I can't.
There you go. So you doubled down. You just doubled down. So you didn't show the evidence in the first instance, went on a whole tangent, showed a little bit more of the video, found out there was some evidence for my claim, and still didn't show the evidence. And you doubled and tripled down on it like a fucking moron.
Be bothered to go down. But remember when I said earlier, hackers are usually an issue in either old games that nobody really cares about anymore, especially the devs.
There's been an issue in Gears of War since the games came out. Well, you would know that if you played Gears of fucking War. But because you don't play Gears of fucking War, you don't know this stuff. Facts.
Or free games. Gears 5 isn't free, but it is almost 6 years old.
That's it then. So what you're saying is the new game won't have a long life. Because nowadays games last how long? Fortnite, how long has that lasted? Sea of Thieves. All these games have like long lives, okay? You're saying this game ain't going to last 6 years. That's what you're saying. You're saying, oh, you should be happy that it's going to last a lot longer, but it's not going to last for shit because it's going to have hackers, and it's not going to be 6 years for the hackers. It's going to be 6 months to 12 months for the hackers, if not shorter. And that doesn't account for macros on your fucking mouse and keyboard doing shortcuts. It doesn't account for aimbot and shit. What you can do where you plug in a fucking controller and run a fucking software to make the fucking mouse think it's a fucking controller. Because then guess what? Then you get fucking auto aim like fucking you do on a controller. What fucking helps you fucking aim for a mouse? And a mouse you can click anywhere on the fucking screen. Whereas you can only aim up, down, left, and right with a thumbstick. But you'll have the fucking aim fucking lock on from the thumbstick. That's hacks. There's tons of hacks, right? Out of the gate, there'll be hacks like that. There already has been. There was a guy that played a tournament in Halo Infinite online in like 2020 or something, or 2021, when everybody had to stay at home for reasons I won't discuss, right? And then he was like hacking the game, doing that shit, what I just said. And he won the tournament and got away with it. Someone exposed it after the fact, but he never fully proved it. But you could tell it was a reality because shit that was popping up on the guy's screen was like, you were seeing like controller like buttons on there, but he was supposedly using a keyboard or the other way around or something. It was fucking stupid. Anyway, there's tons of videos about this if you want to educate yourself, but you don't want to. You just want to live in your ignorance on PC. You want to live in this ignorant world that this doesn't exist when it does. And I proved that it does, and you won't even watch the video.
Never had a massive presence on PC, and nowadays it has like around 500 people on average. I can't imagine the numbers are much better on Xbox. So yeah, don't get
right. Yeah, 500 hackers, right? So then on Xbox, you might have 1,000 players, but you have 1,000 players with 500 hackers thrown in. So you're getting a hacker every other fucking game. That's stupid, man. That's fucking dumb, what you just said. If there's 500 here and only 1,000 there, you put them all together, guess what? It's full of fucking hackers. It's not 500 hackers to 50,000, is it? It's 500 hackers. Everybody on PC hacks. I'm sick of this fucking narrative that they don't. Everybody on PC fucking hacks, okay? Apart from like 2 people. That's it. That's a fact. As exposed in that video that I showed, already showed that video that Domes put out. He proved it beyond doubt. So what's your point?
Wrong, hacking sucks, but giving Gears Reloaded is going to be $40. Hopefully that price tag alone will keep a lot of hackers out. If not,
how is that going to keep hackers out? What? It's on Game Pass, you moron. It's on PC for nothing. It's on Game Pass. You moron.
Hopefully it has a good anti-cheat. But honestly, the real problem I have with this is the fact that he says everyone on PC is hacking.
Yeah, because you can't handle the truth. Because that's the truth, because I proved it in that video, and you didn't watch the fucking supplemental video or the clip that proves that. So instead of watching the video about the JSON files that I showed you that proves that to be a fact, now you're like, I have a problem with him saying that. Yeah, well, you have a problem with it because it's the fucking truth.
That's just not fair to say.
Well, it is, because it's the truth. If your mum had balls, she'd be your dad, wouldn't she? It's the fucking truth.
You're lumping all PC gamers in with a few hackers.
No, I'm lumping all the genuine good PC players in with all the hackers. Yeah, the 3 guys that are not hacking with the fucking 600 guys that are, or whatever. That's what I'm doing. That's the facts. It's not the other way around. It's not all these guys are also innocent and they don't hack. And then there's like 2 guys that do, and I'm lumping all these guys in. No, it's the other way fucking round. It's everybody's fucking hacking, and there's like 2 people that don't. And that's a motherfucking fact, because I proved it in that video you didn't watch.
Make up a very, very small percentage of the player base.
No, huge percentage of the player base, because every single time you go on Gears of War and it's a PC player, they're fucking hacking the game.
But who knows? Maybe if I end up buying Gears of War Reloaded, my PC will just auto-install hacks. It's like the...
This is just fucking stupid. Like, you watch the video. JSON files. Everybody in the Gears Elos has the fucking JSON files. Domes talks about what's in the JSON files. How it makes you live longer. How you recharge faster. How you get more accurate with the shotgun. It's all in the fucking JSON files. It's all in there, built in. You turn on the JSON files and you select what fucking hacks you want, and there you go, and you're playing with hacks. So what do you mean? Oh, I'm not going to install them. Who the fuck are you? You don't even play Gears of War. Everybody on Gears of War on PC is hacking the motherfucking game, apart from like 2 guys. And I know those guys, and they're on my team. So fuck off.
Those memes where it's like the car keys magically finding their way into my hand after I've had 12 beers. Oh, God. Don't drink and drive, kids.
And it's cross-play, so you can't even have a console experience on the game because they force you onto the PC anyway. So you might as well just get the games on PC because they're forcing you onto the PC anyway, and you don't have to pay for gold on PC. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. There's no advantage to console. The whole point of having a console is you don't have to deal with hackers on PC. But apparently you have to deal with hackers on console, so it's pointless to own it on console now. It's a fucking scam for everybody. Yeah. Everybody gets scammed. No one wins here. PC gamers don't win because they'll get a shitty version of the game. That always happens. That always happens. They always get a shit version of the game. Every fucking time. There's always like Halo Infinite. There's the fucking game kept crashing. MCC is always fucking worse on PC. Everything, every fucking port they've had from Microsoft has been worse. Because they always do. Xbox won't win because they have to force to play with PC players, which they don't want to do. Facts. PlayStation are going to have the same issue, forced to play with PC players. Yes. They're going to have to sign into an Xbox account. Yes, this was what Microsoft on the fucking thing said. You have to sign to an account. Yes. But everybody was pissed off that people had to sign into a Sony account on Steam, but you have to sign into an Xbox account on Sony. So does no one care about that? Does no one care about signing into an Xbox account on Steam to play this fucking game? Because that's what you have to do. You have to have a Microsoft account to play most of the game. So,
well, okay, first of all, yes, I do care that I have to sign into an account to play this game.
Exactly. So you won't be playing it then, will you? Because you have to sign to an account. Because you're boycotted Helldivers, so you must be boycotting this game too, right? Because there was a whole boycott for Helldivers until they removed that shit, but you're not going to do that for Gears of War. I wonder why.
I can keep that same energy, and it is BS having to sign into any account to play anything. But that aside, I don't know what this guy is talking about when he says they force you onto PC. They force you to cross-play with
No, you idiots. I'm talking about people who buy consoles in the future. It's pointless to buy an Xbox. That's what I was talking about. But again, you're a fucking retard. And there's no point in me trying to explain it to you because you're just a retard. It was a pretty obvious statement.
See, yes, but they don't force you to play the game on PC. So
Yeah, in effect, they do. In effect, they do force you to play the game on PC because it's no different than playing the game on PC, is it? If I can't not play with PC gamers, if I can't not have hackers in the lobbies, if I cannot have people hacking the game, macros, and all that shit in the game, I'm effectively playing the same fucking shit that I would be on PC. I'm playing with the same fuckers. So there's no point in owning an Xbox because I can just play this shit on the PC anyway. So it makes no sense. It's literally killing the Xbox. Sales of Xbox games are going down. Sales of Xboxes are going down. And everyone's like, why? Cross-play, that's why, motherfuckers. Look at the Gears of War forums. Don't believe me. Go to the Gears of War 5 forums. You'll see pages and pages and pages of people saying cross-play fucking sucks. Well, apparently it's only my opinion that I came up with today. No, it's a fucking fact. Everybody hates this garbage. Yeah, but basically you need the account because if you need it for like any features, you still need the account, right?
why are you saying you might as well play on PC?
Because you might as well play on PC. It was a statement of fact. Because you're not gaining anything by playing on console. Those days are over. There is no point in owning a console in that regard. Unless your PC is old and can't run that shit and you don't want to upgrade it, there's no point. Like, if you're like me, you just bought the best graphics card and everything, why the next Xbox am I buying the next Xbox day one? What's the purpose? When I'm still playing with the same twats on PC anyway that hack the game. I might as well just play with them and not spend more money to buy an Xbox. Losers with no friends won't have an issue. Yeah, well, that's the point. This guy's on PC, though, so if he plays it, he's got to fucking download the shit. And he has to have an account regardless on PC.
It's not like they're demanding you plug in a keyboard and mouse to your console to play the game.
It doesn't matter. If I'm playing against keyboard and mouse, I'm playing against PC. This is what these guys don't get. It's like they don't have any fucking passion or anything with video games. They don't understand the raw enjoyment of video games, of console gaming, of what it was in the 360. They have no nostalgia for it, no understanding of it, because most likely they didn't even play it back then. And they never play it now. They don't even play Gears of War now. So what the fuck do they care? But then they make videos about it.
Or anything, you're still getting the console experience.
No, I'm literally not getting a console experience. A console experience is just that, a console experience. That would be console only. If you want to argue for PlayStation and Xbox crossplay, that's PlayStation and Xbox crossplay. That's console crossplay. Controller, no fucking hacks. Play fucking PC full of fucking macros, keyboard and mouse, hacks. We don't even know if it's going to factor in if they're going to change the sensitivity on the fucking shit, because the sensitivity on Gears only went up so far on the previous games. Okay. GGZ did a video about this recently. All right. It was an interesting video, right? Gears of War 1 had an X amount of sensitivity and then it stopped. The same with Ultimate Edition. It had X amount of sensitivity and it stopped. It only went so high. And because of that reason, you couldn't track people with the sniper rifle while you were zoomed in. You could only track them when they were zoomed out. So you had to go for no scopes at like medium range and stuff. And you had to try and follow them and guess where they are. But if you can aim really, really fast, it changes the whole way the sniper rifle works in the game. Right? So going to PC might fuck up the game more than you even thought about in your tiny little mind. Okay? Because it might affect how the game how fast you can physically turn your fucking gun. And that's on console and PC. But because they put it on PC, they have to design it to where PC players can fucking play it, which means it affects everybody else. Yeah, facts. Big facts. He'll fucking play it on fucking Game Pass and never play it again because he's a fraud.
Of the game. It's just the people you're playing against might happen to be on PC.
Yes, that's the whole point of what I said. The people on PC are hackers. Okay? If you want to say a macro is not a hack, okay? If you want to say the JSON files are not hacks, all right? It's all hacks. They're bridging host and shit on the JSON files. It gives you host and shit, all right? It puts you on the best server, but your opponents aren't on the best server. You're on the best server for yourself, okay? They're making sure they're on the correct server, but their opponents might be from a server a million miles away. But rather than leaving it to the game to decide what server you're on, they're picking this. That's what they're doing with the JSON files, man. All this is hacks. Just even if you're just picking a server, that's still hacking the game. You're still affecting the game in some way through hacks. That's the whole point. Everything they do on PC is fucking hacks all the fucking time, all day and fucking night. Exactly, but that was my point. My point was you might as well get a PC because there's no point buying an Xbox, right? Because they're ruining the Xbox. Well, this guy didn't even understand the point.
So I don't know what you're saying here. The logic
No,
is
you don't get it because you're a moron. That's not my problem. That's your problem.
not logicking. And also
Not
again,
logicking. What do you mean not logicking? What an idiot.
and look, yes, it is a scam that if you have the physical copy of the game on Xbox, you don't get the free upgrade.
Yeah, hence why I was pissed off in the first place.
That is a scam, I agree. But saying everybody gets scammed is complete BS.
No, everybody does get scammed. If you don't want to play against PC players, you have to. And if you're on PC, you're going to get a shit version of the game because that's what they've done with Gears 4, Gears Ultimate Edition, and Gears 5. You always get the dog shit version. That's a fact. You always get the version that's not as good as the others. That's what they've done with Gears of War.
I already addressed what he was saying about everybody hacking on PC, so I'm not going to go into that again.
No, you didn't address it because you left out my evidence. So you didn't address my points at all. I said, look up the JSON files. You're like, I'm not looking up the JSON files. Well, you just destroyed your argument right there because the JSON files was my whole fucking point that I made. I said, here's a separate video about all the hacks in Gears of War 5, about the JSON files, how everybody has the JSON files, how everybody uses the JSON files, what the JSON files do, what the different things do in the JSON files, which people are using the JSON files. The whole thing was laid out in a fucking another video about hacks. A supplemental video to my video saying, hey, here's a video about the hacks. Watch this video about the hacks if you want to confirm my point about the hacks. But here's my point about the hacks. Everybody's motherfucking hacking on PC Gears 5. And everybody's going to hack this fucking game on PC. Hence, it's going to be shit. But apparently, you couldn't watch that video and say, yeah, there's actually hacks. Here's what he's saying about the hacks. And make a point about the hacks. You just completely ignored all the evidence. So your point is invalid.
But I feel like console players have this like misconception when it comes to
I feel like PC players are hackers and retards, and that's what you are.
PC ports. Just because a PC port is bad doesn't mean it's worse than the console version.
Say again? Did he just say that? Did this retard just say this? Say it again. Say it again so everybody can hear.
To PC ports. Just because a PC port is bad doesn't mean it's worse than the console version.
Say it again. Say it again so the people in the back can hear. Because that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
To PC ports. Just because a PC port is bad doesn't mean it's worse than the console version.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like full screen for this because that's going. You know, like I put things at the end of videos. You know, I have like it was a big moment, right? That right there, that clip, that I'm saving that for all time. That is going on the end of a video, on the end of every video. for like the next few months or whatever. That is gold. Let's hear that again. Is this in full screen now? Okay, that's close enough. Okay, you ready for this?
Console players have this like misconception when it comes to PC ports.
No, go further back. I don't want to miss anything.
Mouse to your console to play the game or anything. You're still getting the console experience of the game. It's just the people you're playing against might happen to be on PC. So I don't know what you're saying here. The logic is not logicking. And also, again, look, yes, it is a scam that if you have the physical copy of the game on Xbox, you don't get the free upgrade. That is a scam, I agree. But saying everybody gets scammed is complete BS. I already addressed what he was saying about everybody hacking on PC, so I'm not going to go into that again. But I feel like console players have this like misconception when it comes to PC ports. Just because a PC port is bad doesn't mean it's worse than the console version. It doesn't even necessarily mean that the game runs bad. It just means it's not as good as it should be. You know, occasionally you'll get a game like The Last of Us Part 1.
Thank you for just one sec. Let me just get my screen back to how it was. What do I press? F11. No, fucking. Oh, is that what I should have been on? I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'll record it again later. No, that's right. How do I get back to where how I was? One sec. Oh, that's it. Sorry, fucking losing the plot. Yeah, let's get Crunch's comment up because I'm basically losing my voice now. But yeah, if a PC port is bad and the game wasn't designed with PC as the primary system, so it won't be the best place to play. Yeah. You know what that means? That means the console version is better. That's literally what it means, right? That's my point. So the guy's literally saying that if there's a bad PC port, it isn't because it's a bad port of a game, which makes absolutely no sense. That's like when they like ported like games from like Mega Drive to Super Nintendo and they were shit. And then it's like, well, it was designed for the Mega Drive, but the Super Nintendo version is bad, but it's not because the Mega Drive version is better. And that makes absolutely no sense. Like, for real. And the guy just said it about PC. And that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in the history of like ever. That's so dumb. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. In fucking months. Like that, come on. I'm gonna have to listen. Like, do you want to do it again? Because I just can't believe this stupidity. Let's hear it again.
Ports. Just because a PC port is bad doesn't mean it's worse than the console version.
Just wait there. I'm just gonna get a drink or something because that's something else. That's something else. I can't believe it. Like, what? How stupid? Like, you have to be. Like, what the fuck is that all about? Lovely bit of orange juice there now. Let's see it again. Did he really say this? Did he actually say this?
Hacking on PC, so I'm not going to go into that again. But I feel like console players have this like misconception when it comes to PC ports. Just because a PC port is bad doesn't mean it's worse than the console version.
He really said it. Like, I'm wow. He really said that. So Arkham Origins PC version wasn't worse than the console version. Good to know.
It doesn't even necessarily mean that the game runs bad. It just means it's not as good as it should be.
It doesn't mean the game runs bad. It just means it's not as good as the console version. That's what it means. Yeah, it sucks. And now, so you're getting a shit version when you could have just bought an Xbox. So you're losing because you get a shit version of the game. Yeah, we lose because we have to play with idiots who are hackers. Everybody loses. Whereas you could have just bought an Xbox and had the same experience as everybody else.
You know, occasionally you'll get a game like The Last of Us Part 1, but that's a rare exception. Even when
No, it isn't. It's a fucking norm. Every single game on PC that comes out is normally shit. It's normally a worse version. Down every single time. There's always some PC guy crying on Steam about how he can't get it to work with his fucking specific settings and graphics card and all that bullshit. There's always some fucking issue with a fucking game. All of the drivers need updating, and you update the drivers, and the drivers don't do anything, and blah, 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 blah. And Halo Infinite fucking not working, and Halo, MCC not coming on the screen, and all that shit. So I know about it all. So don't bullshit me.
People call a PC port bad, it's like 99% of the time still better than the console versions.
Well, that doesn't make sense. The whole reason it's bad is because it is a port. It's not optimized for the PC. That's why it's bad. What do you mean? 9 times out of 10, it's still better than the console. No, it's worse than the console. That's why I said you get the shit version. I said specifically you get the shit version. And you do with Gears of War. That's what you've gotten. The shit version of Gears of War games.
With how console ports of games have been recently, I mean,
console ports of games. What console ports of games? They're made for the console, then ported to the PC. What console ports of games? What games are we porting from the PC? Name one.
It's another topic for another time.
No, let's bring it up now because what you're talking about, you've got no examples of this. Is anybody else got any examples of this? Games ported from PC to console. Console ports that suck. What are they? Name me fucking one. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Are you talking about these games that are like on fucking like you know, what's that game? That Starship Troopers game was shit when it came to Xbox or whatever, but it was shit on Steam anyway. So it wasn't a bad port, it was just bad to begin with. Like, is that what you're saying? Like these shitty games that are like shit on the PC already, and it's like, well, ours has a slightly better frame rate or something. It's like it's still shit. I'm talking about proper games like Gears of War and Halo, and you're talking about like some shit that's on Steam that then gets shoveled onto the Xbox like months later or something. It's not the same situation at all.
If they managed to put out a bad port of a remaster of a game from 2006,
why? They already did this. Okay, you already had the bad port of a game from 2006. You moron. Gears of War Ultimate already exists. The PC version is a bad port. The Xbox One version is better. They already did this. They already did this. It's already been done. They have already done this. They already have a bad port of this game. Facts. So what are you talking about? Oh, if they manage to, they are going to manage to do it because they will, because that's what they do. They give you the shitty version on the PC. Like I just explained, that's what's going to happen. And then you're going to get upset. You're already upset now because you're realizing it's the truth. You got upset in your voice. Listen to your voice. You fucking basically cried your eyes out when you said that. Or if they really manage to do that, well, then I'll be pissed off. Well, yeah, you should be because it's going to happen. Get pissed off now.
You know, occasionally you'll get a game like The Last of Us Part.
What was this? No, there isn't any.
one, but that's a rare exception. Even when people call a PC port bad, it's like 99% of the time still better than the console versions, especially with how console ports of games have been recently. I mean, yeesh. But that's another topic for another time. Yeesh. If they manage to put out a bad port of a remaster of a game from 2006, I think I'll genuinely be impressed at that point. It's almost like they're trying to do it as badly as possible.
Like I say, they already did it. They did it in 2014. 2015, whatever. They did it. They already did this.
Now, here we go. This is the final part of the video I wanted to talk about. Remember earlier when I said to remember how he was talking about how crossplay was such a bad thing and everybody was getting scammed because of it? Well, just listen to this.
But it's still going to be better than anything that's out now, currently. So I would... Yeah, in other words, it's going to be better than Fortnite, Rainbow Six Siege, Marathon's coming out. It's going to be better than that. It's going to be better than Concord that failed. It's going to be better than Overwatch 2. It's going to be better than all these shitty games. Halo Infinite's going to be better than that. There's my point. You're someone who's into multiplayer. Yeah, so there's the pro of crossplay. Yeah, I can play with people on other platforms. That's a pro. It doesn't change whether I agree with crossplay or not. That's still a fact. Games. But you never play like the ones from back in the day. This is right on your street because this is going to be huge for about 6 to 12 months. And there you go, 6 to 12 months. Why did I say 6 to 12 months? Because one, it's going to die because it's an old game and it's not going to have a good population, regardless of how many platforms it's put on. It's going to die in 6 to 12 months. Two, it's going to have hackers in 6 to 12 months, so it's going to die anyway, even if it somehow holds the population. Okay, so there's my point. 6 to 12 months. There you go. It's going to be good for 6 to 12 months. Go back to Fortnite. That's just the way it fucking is. But it's going to be huge. It's going to have a huge release. It's going to be fun. It's going to have a huge release. Yeah. It's going to be big at release. It's going to have a good release. Never said it wouldn't sell on PlayStation again, but that's what he said at the beginning of the video. Where did I say that? Here. Hopefully, maybe we can get some of my subs to play the game with. Yeah, so there's your positive. Maybe I can get some subs to play the game. Me, that'd be nice. Because they don't own Xbox Series X's. On PC, it's on PlayStation, it's on Xbox. So hopefully, for once, we might actually get a Gears of War lobby of my subscribers together. Is it a possibility? I still don't think it's going to happen because my subscribers don't give a rat's ass about Gears of War. They like the rants about Gears of War, but they just want to play fucking Halo. I'm not going to get my hopes up, but it's not going to get my hopes up. It's a possibility, right?
So not only did you spend all that time before complaining about how this game was a scam,
which it is, yeah, because like I said, I've already went over it, but like I say, hackers over here, PlayStation crossplay and PC crossplay over here can play with more people. Hackers over here doesn't eliminate the hackers. The hackers still exist. So you're not making any sense.
Forced to play against hackers, all that. But now...
Yes, we're still forced to play against hackers. That doesn't go away. Just because I can play with people in a custom lobby, we're talking about a custom lobby here. A custom lobby isn't going to have fucking hackers because it's a custom lobby run by myself. And if anybody's hacking, they get cut from the lobby. Right? So you can still have a custom lobby of subscribers, regardless of whether the game's full of hackers. That's not going to change. And they don't have to own an Xbox to play it. So yeah, that's one argument. That's one situation. That's one point. The other point was hackers. The hackers don't disappear. They still exist. Okay? My point was valid. My other point's valid. They're both valid.
Here you are talking about how great it is. And
no, I'm not. I'm saying this is something that's good about that, but I've already been over the negatives. We went over the negatives for the whole video at this point. This is like right at the end of the video. The video was 20 minutes long. And that was somewhere, where was that? That was like at least like 17, 18 minutes in or something, right? Or whatever. So what do you mean?
Talking about how awesome it is to have crossplay because
I didn't say it was awesome. I said it might be a good thing if we could actually get a lobby full of people from my subscribers. That's it. I didn't use the word awesome. You used the word awesome.
crossplay allows you to play the game with your subs.
That's exactly what crossplay does. Yeah, it allows you to play with everybody, including hackers. The hackers don't go away because I can play with Bailey on PC, who's my subscriber. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense what you're saying. The guys have got like a complete, like, retarded, like, one-track mind. It's a fucking retardation, man. It's like you can't follow anything. It's like, what's your argument? So I made this argument, I made this argument. Both of them are valid, and now you're trying to say, well, it's a huge gotcha here. It's not a gotcha, is it? Because I still don't want crossplay, but they're forcing it on me. So I might as well use the good things about crossplay, and I have to deal with the negatives because I'm not going to get them to change it. So I have to deal with it. So what do I have to deal with? Well, I have to deal with hackers. But on the positive side, I can do this. One does not cancel out the other. It's retarded, man. It's really retarded.
on PlayStation or PC. So you basically just invalidated that whole rant you went on.
That invalidates the hackers that are confirmed and proved with my sources. That invalidates those because I can play with some people over here that are not hackers. That eliminates all the hackers. That eliminates all the issues of releasing it on mobile consoles. That eliminates the PC port being shit. No, it doesn't. It doesn't eliminate any of that.
On before, did you like record this video in two separate parts, like the first half one day, the second half another day?
No, I made the bad points at the beginning, and then I leave you on a good point, so you leave a positive manner at the end. Everybody's uplifted at the end, seeing the positive of the situation, not all the negative. You go on the positive, right? You leave the audience on the positive at the end. You do all the shit that's pissing you off first, get people interested, and then you say, but here's the good stuff at the end, and then they go away happy. That's a good video, good solid video, and it's got like 4,000 views. Well, apparently that's shit because whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah, boycott Nintendo. Yeah.
You just forgot what you said in the first part. How do you contradict?
I forgot I said about hackers in the first part because I said that you can play with people on PlayStation 5 and PC at the end. So because you can play with PC and PlayStation at the end, and that might mean I can play with some of my subscribers. So at the end of the video, the only people left watching are normally your subscribers because those are the real loyalists who watch the whole video and don't just, leave a comment and then just leave after like 5 minutes. So the only people still watching are my subscribers who actually give a shit about the channel and actually continue to watch. So I let them know, hey, if you're getting this game, we can play together, because the genuine fans are still here, right? So I let them know at the end of the video, hey, do you want to play the game? So what's the issue with that? But apparently because I'm sort of interested, not even like massively confident that we can even get a lobby together, mind you, but I'm sort of interested in that because it's something that I've been playing around with for years and not been able to do because people just don't own, Xboxes or whatever, and they're not really interested in Gears of War. They're Halo fans and whatever, so they're not interested. But now there might be more option for people about, okay, well, I can get it on PC, I can get it on PlayStation. So there's a couple of people there who might be interested, potentially, maybe, but I'm not getting my hopes up there. But then over here, it's like all this problem with crossplay, hackers, potentially having the wrong sensitivity speed, issues with people hacking, using macros on PC. All that shit still exists. Nothing that I said in the video was canceled out because I made a positive point about crossplay right at the end of the video. That's not how it works.
yourself so hard. And oh, by the way, the only reason I'm jumping around so much in the video is because all the clips I've gathered are like the only parts worth talking about.
You didn't even talk about half of the stuff. You just like missed out like the entire video.
This video is like 21 minutes long.
Your video is 18 minutes long. And you waffled on for hours. What do you mean? The first 5 minutes could be literally cut out. You didn't say anything for 5 minutes.
But a lot of that is just him repeating himself.
And then you talk about this, and then you like talk about how other people are repeating themselves. And that's like, you said that like 3 times in this video. So if you cut out all the times you said that, this video would be like 10 minutes long because you go on tangents saying that all the time. Oh, well, this video sucks, and here's why. Yep, no one cares. Like, get to the point.
Talking about how it's a scam that he doesn't get the free upgrade, which, again, I agree with.
Yeah, so you've gone over that 3 times now. Cut out the waffle in the video you said earlier. Where's the waffle there? You said that 3 times now.
You have to have, like, structure to the video. I remember we were watching...
Well, you don't. You don't have any structure to the video. What was your point there? Now you're back to point 1. You've done it 3 times. The first 4 minutes, 5 minutes, you didn't even make a point. You agreed with me. You didn't follow anything correctly. You cut out the evidence. You refused to watch the evidence. You ignored the evidence. Then you tried to do a gotcha. The gotcha was completely ass backwards because it didn't prove anything because one can coexist with the other. They're both facts that are happening. Hackers are real, and you can crossplay with people on PS5 and PC. Both of them are real. Both of them exist. Both of them are valid points. But apparently, because I say both, this one invalidates the other one. It doesn't work that way. It's retarded.
This on stream the other day. You should join us, by the way, every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, we were watching this on stream, and there was a part where he started talking about the crossplay issue or the issues he had with it. But then he went from talking about that right back into the whole digital versus physical issue. So yeah, that's really all.
Yeah, because I was really pissed off about that. So I went back into it. Yeah. And you've been back into it 3 times on this one video, the same shit. You doing the same shit I did. You went back into that 3 times. 4 times if you count this bit, because you had a break in between. Oh, I didn't want to fucking do that. No. No, I don't want to record.
I wanted to talk about from the video. Look, the point is, Gears coming to PlayStation is not a bad thing. And
well, it is. Yeah, it is, because it's an exclusive to Microsoft. So yeah, it's terrible. If you're an Xbox fan, it's terrible. Well, let's just cut the bullshit here. Stop trying to damage control. This is not good for as an Xbox fan, is it? It's stupid. Let's stop trying to be, oh, it's good for who? Who? What, for people on PC, it's good that it's going to PlayStation? You don't even care either way. You're not even a Gears of War fan. You don't give a rat's ass. You're not going to play the game.
Getting crossplay is also not a bad thing. And
well, it is. I proved it's a bad thing. I proved the whole situation with hackers and stuff. I proved all that. But you refuse to watch the evidence.
Not everybody on PC cheats.
Yes, everybody on PC cheats. It was proved in that video. I literally proved it with actual facts and evidence backed up by another source. Yes, everybody on PC cheats. That's exactly what I am saying. That is a fucking fact. Deal with it and move on. That's a true. There's nothing you can argue because I proved it as a fact.
I can't believe I even have to say this.
You can say as many times as you want. You've got no evidence for this. What's your evidence? I've got actual evidence of everybody in the Gears Elos Discord having access to these hacks. So what's your evidence that they're not using them? What's your evidence for that? That's a tough one, isn't it? Because everybody on the Gears Elos Discord is sharing the hacks. Well, apparently none of them are fucking using them.
Most people on PC are chill. And
no, they're not. Most people on PC are fucking neurotic, imbecile retards like you who don't even play video games, who just go on YouTube, go on Twitter and talk bollocks. You don't even play the games. Show me your gamer tag. Show me your Steam tag. Show me those things. I bet it's pathetic. I bet there's fuck all completed on there. Guaranteed. Show me. Especially for Gears of War or anything Microsoft related, Halo, stuff like this. You want to compete with me on that? You wanted me to sit down and go through your fucking account and prove to you that you don't fucking play these games? Because that's what's going to happen. Because I know for a fact that you don't. I know for a fact that you don't. I haven't even looked. but you're all the fucking same, and you're not going to be fucking playing these games. You not said jack shit about playing Gears 5 on PC. You talked about Titanfall. Why don't you talk about Gears 5? Because you didn't fucking play it, just like Crunch said. You haven't played Gears 5 on PC. You're not even a Gears fan. You're making a video about somebody talking about Gears of War. Why? For clicks and views, for drama, with your gay fucking troll fucking pictures and gay fucking everything that doesn't even make sense. You didn't even address this in the video. You didn't even say this in the video down here. Furious over Gears of War coming to PlayStation 5 because of crossplay. No. Wrong.
Truly was as big of an issue as people made it out to be, don't you think PC gaming wouldn't be growing quite as quickly as it is?
PC gaming is growing because I just told you why in the video. There was a whole section why I explained it to you. PC gaming is going up because it makes no fucking difference now where you play the fucking game because you play with PC players regardless. I explained it to you. I literally explained it to you in the video.
Then again, this guy clearly did not really know what he was talking about.
I don't know what I'm talking about. So buy a console, play with PC hackers. Don't buy a console, buy a PC, play with PC hackers. So why am I buying the console? Buy the console to avoid PC hackers. No, there is no console that doesn't have hackers. Oh, wait, yeah, there is. It's called Nintendo Switch. What's the best-selling console? Nintendo Switch, right. Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe it's because it's not full of fucking hackers, because it's Nintendo Switch. Just throwing it out there, right? Because there's no PC hackers on Nintendo Switch, because there is no fucking PC crossplay on Nintendo Switch, right? 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 Xbox is losing sales. PC sales are going up. Coincidence, is it? Is that coincidence? The Gears 5 forum full of posts about people shitting on crossplay, saying crossplay killed the game. Fake, is it? People making that shit up, is it? Not genuine, disgruntled Gears fans who play on console who don't want crossplay. That's all made up.
All. So what am I expecting? But yeah, anyway, guys, with all that being said, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching.
Awful
and really
video.
quickly, I just want to take a second to thank you all so much for the
Yes,
support
poor.
on the last video. It's doing so much better than I thought it would, and it just feels great.
They all sound like robots as well.
So glad that you guys enjoy the content, and I cannot thank you all enough for the support. And if you enjoy what you saw here today, consider subscribing. I'm going to be uploading a lot more.
Subscribe, because every single video is going to be the same. It's going to be a troll face with me just talking garbage and being completely incorrect and leaving out all the fucking evidence and points that everyone's making and just trying to make out like PC is the king, because apparently all that you own is a PC and that's all you're going to buy, because apparently the people who make the games have to come to you. You don't go to them. It's like, that's not how it works. If you want a burger, you go to McDonald's, but McDonald's doesn't come to you unless you have some fucking psycho come with the Deliveroo who like licks the burger like they show on fucking videos on YouTube.
More now that it's summer vacation. Of course, between my Doom the Dark Ages addiction when that starts on the 12th. But yeah, in all seriousness, again, thank you all so much.
Why does he keep posting this fucking green-eyed fucking gremlin in the
all that being said, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. And really quickly, I just want to take a second to thank you all so much for the support on the last video. It's doing so much better than I thought it would.
What's
and
this?
It just feels great. I'm so glad that you guys enjoy the content. And I
Yeah,
cannot
what's that about? What's that about?
thank you all enough for the support. And if you enjoy what you saw here today, consider subscribing. I'm
No.
going to be uploading a lot more now
Downvotes.
that it's summer vacation.
Oh.
Of course, between my Doom the Dark Ages addiction when that starts on the 12th. But yeah, in all seriousness, again, thank you all so much for
Stop
watching.
fucking
Like the video if you liked it,
fucking
dislike it
demon
if you didn't
porn
like
in
it,
the
subscribe
background.
if you want to see more. Join us every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Salt Streams, and I will catch you all next time.
Thanks, nigga. All right. So
Straight into Griffin Gaming.
Morning, everybody. How are y'all doing?
What was that about? I swear he like tried to make out he had more members than he actually had. Because you watch it and they were the same ones. Let's go back. I swear he posted his members twice. One second.
Of course.
One sec here. Let's slow it down. I could have sworn like he was duplicating them. Or maybe it was just the way it came up. There's not much appreciation for people that spend fucking $8 a fucking month for it. It might be $1 though. I mean, this fucking idiot. I swear that duplicated some then. I don't know if it's the way it's spooling or what, but I'm like seeing double as it's scrolling. Yeah, it's definitely looks like it's doubling, but when you freeze it, it isn't. Yeah, that's your appreciation you get for being a member of that guy. Okay. Not much appreciation, is it? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what the thing says. Oh, we're on to this is marathon things. What did I say on this one? Oh. Someone liked a post that was like halfway up. It wouldn't surprise me. J-Dog was going to buy a fucking £500 VR headset just to play that one Halo demo for 5 minutes. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Has anybody got anything to add? If not, I'm going to end the stream. I think that's covered everything there. I'll give you a minute, and then I'm going to bow out. I don't think there's many left. There's a few in here, but right, I'm going to end it. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go play some Xbox while I still can because it's not going to be around much longer. And yeah, that's a good stream. Hopefully the guy does see it. He seems like the type of guy that will see it. So fuck you, motherfucker. Live debate. Pussy boy, you will not debate me because you will lose. Fuck you. All right. Feel free to subscribe, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. And please leave a like. Do all that sort of stuff. I'll see you later. Hopefully get Sony Vegas back soon.